welcome back to Ready Set College. We are here today talking all things independent college counselors. I'm Rob Schwartz. I am an independent college counselor with Premier College Guidance, PCG. But we're not here just talking about PCG. This isn't a sales session. This is about making a good decision for your family and deciding, is it the right thing to do? And if it is the right thing to do to retain a counselor, what should you be looking for? So take a look at the next slide that's popped up on the screen here, and let's dig into a little bit more meat before we let you go tonight. Do they offer the services your family is looking for in a general sense? Now, I'm talking about essay editing, financial planning, the college search and selection, the major search and selection, internship and summer planning, application reviews, test preparation, whether it be advising or actually providing the test preparation services. There's a lot of different things that college counseling offices and staffs are available to provide you. So you want to make sure the services that you specifically need are covered in the package of the program that is offered to you. Some are far more inclusive than others, so shopping around always makes sense. There's plenty of counselors who will do the bulk of what I described, and they'll charge $3,000 or $4,000 for a family. And there's other people who will do every single thing there, do all your financial work, and it's the same price or less. So one is you need to understand what it is you are buying and does it fit the needs of your family. So make sure you have those questions when you go to those consultations and you meet with the staff at these institutions. Speaking of the price, are they price competitive based on the needs of your family? I have met counselors who charge for, let's say we're talking about an 11th grade student, anywhere between $2,000 and $10,000 for that student. There are some organizations that they will look at your income and determine how much they're going to charge based on you're above or below a certain threshold. They'll cut certain families a break, or even for certain families where they really feel it's important, they'll provide some pro bono work. So you have to ask around. Realize this is how these people make a living, but feel like you're getting fair market value for what you're getting in return. I make no apologies for what I charge for my services because I always feel my families walk out the door and they feel like they got a lot more service than what they paid in. That's how it should be, but you have to investigate this. So know going in, what are you looking for in terms of what you're going to pay and what are you hoping to get out in terms of service? Make sure to ask the questions you need to understand. How many visits are there? Is there a limit? Is there a time limit? Is there an essay editing limit? What are the components that we know we're getting, or are there guarantees to working with you? Some people offer that, some people don't. Again, you need to take the time to investigate these things. Be an informed consumer. If I told you nothing else last season, it was to be an informed consumer in almost anything you do. That certainly applies here. Are there limitations to their services? As I said, read the fine print. Make sure you know exactly what it is you are getting. For how long? Sometimes they'll only work with you until January 1st. Sometimes it's until the end of application season. Sometimes it's May 1st, which is National Signing Day. Sometimes it's in infinity. As long as you need our services, we're there. Ask the questions. Lastly, and frankly very important to me, are they moral and ethical people? There's a lot of shysters in this world, not just in this industry. The biggest complaint that I hear about, and the biggest reason I find families are hesitant to work with independent counselors, is they've heard a horror story. And you know what? There are plenty of bad ones out there. And you need to do your homework to know what it is you are buying. I come across good ones all the time. I come across bad ones every now and then. And let me tell you, those bad ones do a lot more damage than the good we sometimes get to do on this side of the desk. So you have to do your homework. Feel free to ask your counselors on campus if they know of any or refer to any independent counselors. They're probably going to steer you someplace where they trust that person. That's a big endorsement. So take all the pieces that you've learned here today and ask good questions. Check on the people that are nearby. Check on the people that come referred. Check on us. We're glad to help you. Our contact information is scrolled by, I'm sure, once or twice here today. Reach out and ask for a free consultation with myself or with Trevor. We're glad to help you guys. Ask the questions you need to ask, and then decide if it's a good fit for you. That's all I've got for now. I hope you guys will come back next week when we have another great show here on Ready, Set,